So, I do.
Big throw this way, Jim. Stick your hand on his shoulder, though, Jim. Can you just bring it further forward? Right, OK, look towards it now.
Question really of trying to find a midfield player to sort of take over where Johnny Giles was playing, really.
So where do you see yourself fitting in?
Anyway, I don't mind. Playing golf for him, I don't mind.
Does this now mean that one or two of the players might leave the club now that you found the midfield man?
Not necessarily, no.
Mr. Brown making a run, and well found by Martin. Beautiful goal. The timing was quite superb. Giles. Mayo. Brown! Tony Brown this time. John Giles from the free kick. He was played the ball, looking up into the box. Madeley. Niven. It's done well! Carl Harris, the scorer. Albion caught sleeping a little, but young Niven making the most of getting wide to the left, putting a good crossover along the deck, and Harris with a simple job of tapping it in. And here's Tony Curry. On our watches, we've played 90 minutes. It's a question of what Mr. KP has docked off for injuries and stoppages. Cherry. Clark! Yes! Squeezed it between Mulligan and the post. Alan Clark.
You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. You can go your own way.
Well, Clark didn't see him. Good challenge by Cherry. Eddie Gray. Bremner is supporting him close, but he's going inside on the left foot. And they think that it's gone in! Hunter. Curry. Down for Cherry. Onto the left foot. And what a great goal! Delight from Trevor Cherry.
Making one or two chances, and maybe this is another one coming up. William! Oh my goodness! Yes, Jones!
Decided not to go in on Curry. That's cracked Gray from Curry. That's the low ball. Yes, McNiven!
Makes me feel sad for the
McNiven's first goal. That'll make him feel better.
Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. The way that you hold me, whenever you hold me, there's some kind of magic inside you that keeps me from running, but just keep it coming. How you like to do the things you do. Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, darling, you're the best.
Brenda with a chance and a good goal by Billy Brenda with Everton straight.
Baby, you're the best. Darling, you're the best. Baby, you're the best.
take on Frank Gray and Eddie Gray. And Nichols' cross headed away by McQueen. Back in brilliantly by Daly. Queen to beat. McElroy's clip across, and it's in!
Well, it's been a gradual breakup of everybody, you know. Big Jack went, then Terry Cooper, then Johnny Giles, then Billy, and now it's me. So we've all got to, things have got to come to an end.
And Hunter coming up fast to drive it. Oh, and what a goal by Norman Hunter!
As everybody knows, I'm getting on in years, so I thought that the change of club, change of atmosphere, and a change of everything would do me good.
What memories will you take with you of Elland Road?
Well, I'll take a lot of winning memories, and I'll take a few losing memories too.
Norman Hunter.
Hunter hard in. Norman Hunter.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to be like to play for Leeds. Like, I've got no disappointments of leaving Burn. You've been great to me, but I think this club can go places like.
Going through all the changes.
Away goes Gray. This is Frank Gray. Good shot and a good goal. Beautifully taken. Here's Jordan, and now Curry's got a good opening. Now for Gray, and that's it. Jones with a kick. Click on by Peters, and that's it. Queen getting back now, Highway. Kennedy on the left foot, which is his good foot, and it's in. Ray Kennedy gets it. Last throw. Leeds now. Mehdi Gray. Lorimer, the referee, looking at his watch. The cross in again. Jordan up well. McNiven and a chance. He's done it. David McNiven.
McNiven back to Trevor Cherry. Arsenal defend in numbers, but it's still Cherry. 1-0. This is a great run by Joe Jordan. 9 minutes left. Leeds 2, Arsenal 0. Brady beaten out by Harvey, but only to Matthews.
When it's coming together, I finally feel
getting more off his stats than anything else. There's a lot of space here for the shot. Very simply put away. Absolute chasm opened up in front of him.
Looking for the cross. Lorimer coming in. 1-1. Worthington gives it to Cherry. McQueen. And now McNiven with a chance to use his speed. And that's 2-2. David McNiven. To wait while the streamers are taken off the playing area. In for Andy Gray to jump, which he does so well. Little up too, and there's Gray. And Andy Gray does it yet again. Eddie Gray. In for Jordan to knock it down for McNiven. The 1-2 works again for Leeds. Leeds defenders come out. Knocked in again. Andy Gray. Well, there was hesitancy there. Dean. And Cropley gets it on. Now Alex Cropley, can he keep his foot? He does! Alex Cropley makes it 3-1. Clark takes it up again from Eddie Gray. Clark and Jordan have got forward, although Reaney is now up. Played back for Lorimer. In towards Jordan, can he get the touch and saved by Keelan with the legs and put in by Alan Clark. Eddie Gray again. Machin is the defender facing him, trying to use Reaney and now Lorimer to make room for the cross. Lorimer, a good cross flicked in, and it's gone in from Paul Reaney. Well, they're real collector's items. Goal from the veteran right back. Knocked forward by Eddie Gray for Joe Jordan. Is this going to be number 3? Surely it is. And there it is. Joe Jordan kept his head. And it's curled in towards McQueen. The early ball. And it looks as though Jordan was held. And now in goes Peter Hampton for number 5. And they're all getting on the score sheet now. And that might fall for Leeds and Eddie Gray. A chance now for Gray, and he's hit it well, and he scored. Frank Gray, again using his strength to get away. Still going on. For Cherry, looking for the return pass too. Now a chance for Frank Gray, in for Jordan. Well, Leeds deserve it. A fine tackle by Curry. Well, he's a very good creative player, but he wins his share of the ball as well. Put forward by Frank Gray. Clark is onside. Can wrap it up now, Alan Clark. And he does.
McDonald up in the area. Hutchison. Green. Yes, he's turned it in. Finds Lorimer. They'll flag up on the far side for offside, but he was played on and he puts it through to Jordan, and that's one apiece. Murphy. Yes, he's made it! What was to be disappointment has now become disaster. Murphy scoring on the stroke of full time, and I would think taking in the process every breath of wind out of Leeds United.
The South Stand and part of Lufcfilms stand is allocated to Manchester City. However, their allocation went quickly and the fans came over to Leeds the following Sunday and bought tickets in the other stands. We'll have small pockets of fans in amongst the Leeds supporters round the ground. They could cause a problem. That's one we'll have to read at the time.
Come on, just sit down. Sit down. Sit down there. But don't bloody move or I'll thump you. Right?
If they come for trouble, they should get some trouble.
If they start, we just go along with it and smash them in.
We're no trouble unless they make trouble.
We know they'll be waiting. Fans are well behaved then, are they?
Well behaved fans.
The Manchester supporters will come in groups. There'll be groups of Leeds supporters waiting for them, and if we get hold of them right from the word go, we won't have any difficulties. If you let them get out of hand even for a minute, then you're going to have real trouble. So as soon as they arrive, get them under control, get them on the pavement, walking, not chanting and jogging, walking, keep them under control, keep the two different lots separated and keep the size of each group down. There's the usual sort of run all the way along the route from the town to the ground. There have been roadworks, there are half bricks, stones and so on. Make sure none of them are picking up anything which they can use against you.
City are kicking off in the dark shorts, playing from right to left. This is Frankie Gray, Jordan, Cherry's coming in, he's still there, and Cherry has scored! With 4 minutes to go, at last the breakthrough comes, and Trevor Cherry's determination made it so possible. He went through on the first ball, appeared as though he might not be able to make it, but he got up faster than the defender and somehow steered the ball underneath Corrigan. Leeds have scored at such a crucial time, and it may be too late for City to pull it back.
The number of arrests made inside the ground were 37. The number of arrests outside the ground amounted to 20. In the city centre, the police there arrested 39, making an overall total of 96. For a 48,100 crowd and an FA Cup match as well, this total is not, I would say, out of the ordinary. We would like to expect less, of course, but it is not an exorbitant figure.
I think he has possibly the most talent of any midfield player in the country. I would think so. I don't think he's hit his peak yet, and I think he can only improve.
Shaking it up, everybody's making a mistake.
There were few scoring chances, but the best of them fell to Tony Curry. It was a different story in the second half. First, Middlesbrough went ahead after Phil Bursma crossed a perfect ball for striker Alf Wood. It looked as though Middlesbrough's careful defensive game was going to pay off, but there were 2 penalties, the first after Tony Curry was brought down. Peter Lorimer's side-footed kick just wasn't accurate enough, and for the second penalty, after a handing incident, he went back to his normal style. Amazingly, Middlesbrough were still in the lead, thanks to Pat Cuff's reflex save. But with 10 minutes left, Leeds finally forced home the equaliser through McQueen. Gordon McQueen was again the scorer, and Leeds had won the first game against their Yorkshire rivals for almost 3 years.
Pearson, McQueen with him. The only ball inside, but the pace from Jimmy Greenough off the mark. But blocked finally by Madeley. Houston, Brian Greenough, and it's in off Cherry. Well, the last player to touch it was Trevor Cherry, the captain of Leeds United.
Wide for Hampton. Slowly Leeds have got men forward now. Hampton with the cross. Eddie Gray with it.
Liverpool must have fancied their chances because their opponents, Leeds United, hadn't won or even scored at Anfield for 5 years.
Fairclough. He's on his own at the moment, but he's shown pace past McQueen. Oh, this is great stuff! But he couldn't get the shot in. But a push and a penalty. A push by Madeley. Straight back off the stanchion. Case. Shooting chance, and it was turned in by Fairclough. Case in a lot of space. Running Hampton. Highway! McQueen took it away from Jordan, really. Now Eddie Gray. McQueen, and it's there. The final outcome.
Doherty going on, trying to get it back, and they've all missed it, and at the far post, Bobley hasn't. Harris sliding it in for Reaney for Cherry, 1-1.
Young Billy McGee celebrated his league debut with a goal in 19 minutes. But 2 minutes later, from a corner by Woods, Ipswich equalised when Bircham scored with that fine first-time volley. But the absence of Mariner and Beattie was to affect Ipswich, and Leeds' winner came from a penalty taken by Alan Clark.
the city's bus crews have boycotted all services to and from the ground. This will mean the Leeds fans walking under police supervision 3.5 miles from a city centre railway station. At the same time, thousands of Manchester fans will be shepherded half a mile from a station at the other side of the ground. Tonight, as local businesses closed down, the owners were busy boarding up their premises. They won't open again until Monday. In total, the shop owners and publicans in the area estimate they'll lose £250,000 in takings. And tonight, yet another problem. About 2,000 forged tickets have been sold in Manchester, and this could mean trouble when fans try and enter the stadium. Inside the Hillsborough Stadium, workmen have just finished building 10-foot-high fences costing £6,000. These will literally cage in the rival Leeds and Manchester fans at opposite ends of the ground.
A crowd of 55,000, adding enormously to the atmosphere of the occasion. Those are the ones inside with tickets. If they hadn't got a ticket, they had to take to the trees. Jimmy Greenoff, the striker bought from Stoke City. He presents quite a danger to Leeds United. And a man who's always a danger is Alan Clark of Leeds, even though he says himself he's not quite 100% fit. Referee Tom Reynolds, formerly of Swansea, all ready for the start.
Leeds in their all-yellow strip, and Wembley awaits the winner. A little back flick there from Gordon Hill that could have caused a bit of damage to that Leeds defender. Hill with his corner. On the wind, a back header by Houston, and Jimmy Greenoff with 8 minutes gone. A missed kick there, Frankie Gray's error, that put the ball invitingly for Jimmy Greenoff, himself a former Leeds United player. The long kick from Madeley, the wind there, Frankie Gray right in there, Clark right in there. Greenoff. Hill planted high and hopefully forward. Oh, that time Pearson won it in the air, and it might come now for Koppel. That's the second one, a brilliant goal for Manchester United.
It's a heartache.
What a start! 15 minutes to a semi-final. When you're all knotted up with nerves, there's nothing better than 2 goals in the first 15 minutes to make you forget them. That's 2-0. Eddie Gray. Played on for Alan Clark. Now this is a chance for Leeds. Oh, and Clark of all people missed it. He usually has those for breakfast. Gray with a little chip, and Jordan getting there for that one. He can't, that can carry.
As much as I depended on you.
Now will it come for Eddie Gray? Hit that well as he had to the first time, but it was always going over. McQueen right in there. And Cherry right in there. Oh, and it was put behind by McQueen. And that was a golden chance again for Leeds United on the stroke of half-time. Alan Clark for Leeds. Now if he can get past Nicol. Just look how... Oh, penalty! A cool head, a sure shot, and sure Leeds need it now. And they've got it 2-1. Alan Clark has brought this game really back to life. Leeds look to be out for the count, but now they've got it all back. Leeds, 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 Leeds. Now can Curry engineer something here? He can, a great shot just over. So Leeds with a throw, Curry with a long throw. Clark trying to get the header in. It'll come for Cherry, who's hit it too high and falls to the ground. And that could well be the last chance, and it is. Manchester United are through to Wembley for the second successive year.
Hit you when it's too late. Hit you when you're down. It's a fool's game. Nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown.
chance. A second chance surely for Gwyn Thomas, and that's the way to start your Football League career. Only 9 minutes into his first full league game. It's a better one this time, looking for McQueen, and Eddie Gray is there at the far post to make it 2-0.
It's getting steamy, but the rays are on the ground. They're just hanging around. They're just hanging around.
It looked as though all City's fire and brimstone was going to be frustrated. But then it was to be that man Garland, balancing himself now in a crowded Leeds box. He struck home a great shot, and City had achieved a vital victory.